Guys, listen to the sounds of those birds. Now, uh, what is that tree? They are up there. So it's a very huge colony of very beautiful birds. I don't even know what those birds are called. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about narcissists and witchcraft. Now, narcissists, I cannot verify if all witches are narcissists. But one thing what I know is that most narcissistic people, they are also witches. Now, let me tell you a story about the greater narcissist. So I'm with this person, and let me tell you something, guys. Let me even tell you something before we start this video. Did you know? You see those pretty women, very beautiful, shining, and glamorous, glowing women. Those kind of ladies like that. Those are the witches right there. Guys, listen to me. Do you see those ladies? Those women, shining. They look like they just landed from heaven. Those kind of women. Let me surprise you, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the witches. Guys, I dealt with a greater narcissist. In the beginning, you couldn't even put it in your mind. You could not even think about it that this person was into witchcraft. You couldn't even process this in your head, that individual was a narcissist. I was just about to get surprised when I discovered one day. So in those early days when of course, you're in this relationship and you visit, maybe they visit or maybe you visit, and you recognize something they are doing is like, they seem to be attached to witchcraft. You cannot really figure it out, but you can feel, I could feel. First of all was the problem with sleeping. As I remember, the first maybe 3, 4, 5 nights, those was the most horrible nights I couldn't even process, because every night I felt like I was being attacked. So there was an entity that was attacking me spiritually in my dreams. Every night I slept, I was feeling there was this entity trying to attack me. So, of course, I could wake up like everybody else. You have your concerns. You tell your partner, hey, what's going on? How come that I'm having this, So in those days, I had awakened, yes. But not like big awakening. I hadn't yet like figured it out properly. What is this whole awakening and everything? So I was still trying to figure things out. So that's when that narcissist came in. Now, I had those dreams, and I would wake up and I would tell the narcissist, this particular person, that how come I'm having these weird, very funny dreams? I feel like I go to sleep and I feel like something running after me, something trying to steal my energy, something like that. And this narcissist will be like, do what about it? It's like, you'll be okay. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe you're still thinking about you. Sometimes they always try to gaslight you. When you're catching up on them, they always try to gaslight you. So the narcissist is like, do what about it? Because you just came from a toxic relationship, so maybe you are still having those memories of the ex and blah, 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 those kind of stuff. That thing would happen the second time. It could happen the third time. It would even happen even the fifth time. And then I was like, there is actually something going on. There is something what is very... I could tell this narcissist that there's something I don't understand. There is something that I need to figure out. Me, I'm a person like that. I may feel something. And if I feel that the person next to me doesn't want to tell me the truth, so what I'm going to do my own investigation. I'll just do my own investigation, and I'll say, okay, I'm going to find this thing out myself. I started trying to understand this person on a deep level. Who was this person I'm sleeping with? Because my intuition would tell me, my gut would tell me that there is something wrong with this person. And then, of course, eventually, as the time goes on, this particular individual started exposing themselves. So how I found out about this was, so for example, let's say we could go to sleep. So we go to sleep, and in the middle of the night, 2, 3 o'clock sometimes, this person was out of bed. And there was in the next room. I don't know whatever they was doing there. There was in the next room. So this thing kept on happening for a while. And I was like, why do you keep on running away from the room? Why do you keep on running out of the room? You know, every morning then the person was not in the bed. Every morning there's nobody in the bed. The person has disappeared. Then, oh, normally at around 3 o'clock or whatever, maybe 4, I always go to the other room. But they will never tell me what they were doing in that room. So slowly I figured out that this person was actually a witch. Okay, this person was a witch. My intuition just told me that this person was a witch. There were some signs I could see and the energy I could read around in that place that I was dealing with a witch. Now, I have dealt with a narcissistic family dynamic for quite a good number of years, and the story has been the same. When you meet a narcissist, you may start to get closer to them and you hear things like they may be talking about witchcraft, they may be talking about black magic, they may be talking about those kind of sorcery stuff, they may be talking about occultism. Some of them they're into occultism. They like joining those, what do they call them? Those little secret societies. You know, they may be involved with, you may sometimes hear they're talking about things like they visited a fortune teller once or twice or thrice, and they are visiting a spiritualist somewhere. And so those kind of things. Because you see, the problem is that narcissists, they are very insecure people. So for them, they are like always on the lookout of what is going to happen around them. They feel like something is after them, which is the truth. There's always something or somebody after them because they have just been hurting people and running off to the next one. So most of the times, they want to use witchcraft to be ahead of time and ahead of everything. So they want to be ahead of everybody. And when it comes to these narcissists, when it comes to manipulating you, they are going to do everything. They may start to throwing stuff under your bed. They may go and visit witches in the village. They may go to the next town to visit anything they can do to make sure either they get something from you or they do something to attack you. Because I've told you that these beings, these entities, these are demons. So these people, they have got that kind of energy, which is always very low energy. So all the things they're thinking about, everything they're processing in their head is not making sense. A narcissist can go and do witchcraft on you because they feel like you've got a very beautiful car. They may be your neighbors, for example. And they feel like this guy drives a very nice car. How can they drive a Mercedes? Why are they driving a Mercedes and they're driving a Toyota? Those kind of stuff. And the narcissist is going to go, they are going to, so that thing starts with hatred because these guys are full of hate and envy and jealousy, all this kind of jealousy and all those type of low vibrational energies. So what they will really do, they will go and perform witchcraft specifically on a particular individual just because it could be your neighbor, for example. Just because you are having a very beautiful house, you're driving a nice car, maybe you've got a very beautiful woman, you're in a happy marriage, and all those little things. And they are simply going to do witchcraft on you because they don't like your swag and whatever it is you're doing and you have going on with yourself. So when you're dealing with narcissists, what I'm trying to tell you is that you just have to be aware that there's always this kind of energies whereby you are going to deal with people who are always going to be trying to hurt you. If they cannot hurt you physically because they feel it's going to be a problem, they don't want anybody to know about you. They don't want anybody to know about them and what they are doing. So they are going to go spiritual way and they're going to try to hurt you spiritually. So it's why sometimes you feel there's somebody following you. It's like maybe you've been dealing with this narcissist, but you can always feel their energy around you. Maybe you go to sleep sometimes, you're seeing these shadows around the house. Sometimes you feel like the person is next to you. Maybe you look through the window and you feel that the person has been knocking on your door, only for you to come out and there's nobody at the door. So those individuals, they have got a very demonic energy. Is why you see a lot of them. I don't say all of them because I don't have the proof of that. But me, as I know, most narcissists are engaged in witchcraft. They have got to use witchcraft in one way, shape, or form, either for themselves or against other people. But when it comes to other people, we're talking about narcissists who are trying to hurt you spiritually. Okay, so they are trying to block your progress. They are trying to steal your destiny. They are trying to block each and everything you have got planned for yourself. They are trying to make sure that you do not succeed in anything. I dealt with a narcissistic parent for more than 40 years of my life. Only for me to wake up one day and discover this is the individual who was actually manipulating my destiny. Okay? So when I talk about these things of dysfunctional family systems, some people don't understand where I'm coming from. I dealt with this parent narcissistic parent who was also involved in witchcraft, and I could identify later on that this was the individual who had actually stolen my destiny from me, which was the reason as to why I struggled for the most part of my life, and I couldn't understand where this misfortune was coming from. The enemy was in my own house. You know, sometimes we struggle with things and we're trying to think the enemy is miles away. The enemy, they are in the next town, they're in the next country. The enemy is next to you. The enemy is next to you. They are the ones who are cooking your own food. The food that you're eating on a regular basis, that is the enemy cooking that food. Now you can imagine, how can you be blessed around a narcissist who already hates you physically and spiritually to that degree, and they're the ones cooking your food on a regular basis? How can you be blessed in that kind of home, ladies and gentlemen? So now you're understanding the reason as to why we're encouraging you to leave these people behind. How are you going to be blessed in a house where the person who hates you is the one cooking your own food and making your own coffee in the morning? How is it going to happen? You know, it is almost impossible for you to see blessings or to meet blessings or to experience blessings when you have got a narcissist in your house. They have got that energy, very dense energy, number one, and very low vibrational energy. You can never see anything prosper. You can never get anything done when you're around that kind of energy. It doesn't work, ladies and gentlemen. It's not possible. So for the most part of my life, I could say I have had narcissists, and most of the times I would hear those conversations. Oh, they visited that spiritualist somewhere. They went to that witch somewhere. They did that, and most of the times you're asking them the reasons, and these very, very small, funny reasons. You know, they're not even making any sense. Even the reason as to why they are going to those spiritualists, you cannot even make anything out of it. The reason as to why they are going there is not making any sense. But that is their little secret. You may be lucky they will tell you about it, but most of the times they want to keep it a secret. Sometimes if you've been living with a narcissist, you may look around your bedroom and you're starting to see small, things they've been hiding under the bed. You know, they went to the ritualist, those ritualists and spiritualists, and they got small, whatever. Or what do they call those things? You guys, let me know in the comment section below. What are those things called? And they tell the witchcraft, those witches and wizards will tell them, okay, go and put this thing under your bed. Go and put this thing in your pillow. Go and put it there and go and put it there. So they're going to come and hide it in your bed. Only for you to figure out that later on, there was something they bought and hid in your bed. You didn't even know this. So when you're dealing with this kind of individuals, ladies and gentlemen, all I'm trying to tell you, be very careful. There is a chance you may be dealing with an energy vampire who is also engaged and involved in witchcraft. And the moment you get in touch with those individuals and you entangle with them, ladies and gentlemen, that witchcraft is going to become a problem for you. You will never see anything come into fruition. Okay? So maybe you guys now understand what I'm talking about. You can let us know in the comment section below. You know that I do love and appreciate your support. You can always book a session with me. It's a very beautiful day, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Get yourself out in nature. Find parks, find the sea, the beach, whatever. Get yourself out in nature, ladies and gentlemen. You can never go wrong in those places. And like I said, you can always book a session, or you may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I will catch you guys in my next one. There's almost signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.